Terminal. Yeah. Okay. Here is the concept for today. I want to challenge you that are you coping with life? Okay. Are you coping? Or are you creating? Right? Are you coping with life or are you creating in life? That was a concept that Ryan and I talked about in the podcast. He actually does have a book and a podcast, and this is one of the topics in his podcast. I'll give him credit for this, but it was so powerful for me that I wanted to share this with you today. Because I want you to think about, what is coping? Coping is a reactive, responsive, sort of reactive strategy that we sometimes do. And it takes a perspective that life is happening to us, right? We're just waiting for life to happen to us, and we're trying to respond and to react to that. And coping mechanisms are very healthy, they're very normal, okay? And they are sometimes our fallback when we're under stress and what's going on with us, right? But what Ryan and I am going to suggest to you here is that coping is a particular strategy that is sometimes not healthy, right? Sometimes it's, oh, woe is us. Life is sucky and it's happened to me again. When it rains, it pours. I'm the victim. I don't understand. And often we ask ourselves, why, right? Coping mechanism leads us to ask the question, why? Why has this happened to me? And I'll tell you what, a little quick story from my experience as an athletic director and in higher education at Malone University. I served as its athletic director, the director of the athletic department, for 11 great years. I was very blessed to have that job. But oftentimes, especially in certain sports with certain people, I have them in my mind, and perhaps those of you who are watching and are familiar, we struggled. We really struggled at times. And a lot of the time, those coaches would simply raise their fist to God and say, why, Lord, why has this happened to us again? Why? Why can't we be successful, right? Why can't we see our goals attained? Why, Lord, why? And so we would get stuck sometimes in this why me kind of attitude, right? But I want to jolt you out of that, because actually the stress that you're dealing with right now, you may be asking, why has this happened to us? Why are we having to struggle this way? Why are there so many conflicts and problems in the world? Well, I'm not sure we know the answer to that, right? And simply not knowing why only makes us worse in this coping category, right? But what I want to challenge you with is that you are a creative person. You have a brain, right? You are given oxygen, sunlight, and food, hopefully, and the ability to live and to think and to do something different. What are you going to do with it, right? What are you going to do with it? And I want to challenge you that at times where we feel like life is just happening to us, that we're actually going to move to a mindset that says, I'm going to get proactive, I'm going to get creative, and I'm going to realize that something like this may be happening for me. Not to me, but life is happening for me, right? Life is happening for me. And if I turn my mindset to being creative, I will actually start to ask the question, what? What should I do? What do I do now to make this better? What can I create, right? If you get up in the morning, you're creating something, right? Like this morning, I put on a blue shirt with my blue shoes, with my blue glasses, and I'm creating a man who's dressed in blue, right? And you can have that creative mindset, even in the moment of stress, to make this thing the best it can be, to make yourself the best it can be. You know, a verse that comes to my mind, a Bible verse, is actually Romans 8, 28, 29, 30, right in that area. Romans 8, 28, 29, and 30. It says, for those who love God and are called according to his purposes, all things will work out for the good. All all things work for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And so this morning, my friend, if you are a Christian, if you are a Christian person who believes in God and you are called according to his purpose, meaning you're where you need to be because God's called you there, then whatever you face is going to turn out for your good. Now, again, did I say it was going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. Did I say it was going to be, pleasurable? No, it might not all be easy or pleasurable. Did I say there was going to be no pain? No, he did not say there would not be any pain. He said that it would work out for your good. Okay, and there's a difference there, right? Even exercise, when we work out, it's hard, but it's good for us, right? And in the end, we get stronger because of that exercise, because of that strain, because of this. So don't just sit back and say, oh Lord, why did this happen? And I got to cope with all of this. No, you get on your horse and you get into your giftedness and your strength and your creativity, and you start asking, what can I do, Lord? What can I do to make this situation better? One last little concept. A lot of us are working at home, right? A lot of you might be still working at home. A lot of you are doing school at home. This is all different. Some of you are teaching at home. And this is what Wendy and I experienced this summer. Because she and I were both kind of working at home, in and out. And it was really, really hard sometimes. And we were together, okay, in our house more than we probably ever have been, right? And like maybe you're going through that right now, that your spouse or your kids are always there, and you guys are always in your house together, and you're actually coexisting, right? You're coexisting and you're sharing the computer and get off the internet. I got to have a meeting, or, what are you doing with that? Take care of your dishes, clean up your clothes. Life happens when you've got all these people living together, coexisting. But what I want you to do is I don't want you to react. I don't want you to get angry. I want you to connect, okay? This is what I'm going to try to do. Are you really connecting with those people that you live so closely with, right? Are you connecting, or are you just coexisting? Are you coping, or are you starting to create? Okay, there's the challenge, because God will work good out of all that we're going through right now. That's my encouragement for you today. I love you. I appreciate you watching today. And listen, we're going to have some encouraging lessons and count our blessings. That's the song, right? Here we go. It's Tuesday tea with Charlie G. Spend some time with me. Tell me what you see. We'll have encouraging lessons, counting all of our blessings. It's Tuesday with Charlie G. That's me. Hey, have a great day. Be creative.